The program you are about to hear has been pre-recorded for airing at this time. Please hold all phone calls. Once again, this is a pre-recorded program. The views and opinions of the guests on the WYLEANER show are those of the guests and are not necessarily the views and opinions of the hostess WYLEANER and or her co-host.
She's always dealing with reality. With love she imparts her songs of the heart. She knows that food for thought will make you grow. Come on and find out what you need to know. 'Cause learning is the golden mode where the rubber meets the road. From Las Vegas, the WYLEANER show.
I got a full house. I got a full house, y'all, and if y'all don't know it, you better ask somebody. Y'all know how I am. I always be talking about I'm just not going to do this and I'm not going to do that with the WYLEANER show. And once upon a time, I did say that I wasn't going to do 4 guests anymore. But, you know, what can I tell you? I just got hooked on these young folks. I got hooked on the youngsters. And they just make me feel young, too. And if there's anybody out there, y'all hear them laughing in the background. If there's anybody out there that's watching on internet land, I want to welcome you to the WYLEANER show. And I am WYLEANER, the Las Vegas queen of gospel. And I am so excited to be back with you again today. Welcome to those who are watching out there on WYLEANERTVShow.com and KKVV.com. And also welcome to those who are listening in on KKVV 1060 AM Las Vegas on your radio dial. I am excited that you are back with us again today. And I tell you, y'all know I told you I was going to bring the young folks back. And I told you that the young folks could bring a partner. And the young folks did exactly that. They brought somebody with them. They think they're going to team up on WYLEANER, but they know, hell no, I'm a force to be reckoned with. I am a force to be reckoned with, and I'm not worried about these young folks teaming up on me because I got this, okay? I got this. All right, so I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to run to a commercial break because y'all know I got to pay for this thing. All right, so just hang in there with me, and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is WYLEANER, the Las Vegas Queen of Gospel. First of all, I really do appreciate your listening and viewing my show every week. I would greatly appreciate your financial assistance as well to keep my show on the air. Please just make some type of contribution. $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 or more. Whatever you desire. Please log on to www.wyleanertvshow.com and click the pay button. Or please send your check or money order to WYLEANER, that's spelled WYLEANER, to 420 North Nellis Boulevard, Suite A3, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89110. Also, if you would like to be a guest on the show, please call 702-242-2100 or email me at wyleanertvshow@aol.com. That's all for now, and thanks again for your continued support. Blessings to you too, and this is where the rubber meets the road.
Okay. Listen, I want to allow my guests to introduce their guests. So I have guests that have guests, and I want my guests to introduce their guests. So I'm going to start with Minister Amy Rucker. She brought guests with her today, a guest with her, and Minister Amy Rucker. First of all, welcome back to the WYLEANER show.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I am wonderful.
Wonderful. I'm happy to see you, girl. I hope you had a wonderful week.
I did.
Okay, all righty then. So go ahead and introduce your new guest to us.
Well, for everybody listening and watching, I brought a young man that is definitely blazing the trail for the kingdom. He is on fire for God. He's been traveling all over the nation, just doing all kinds of things in the kingdom. And his name is Minister DeQuincy Taylor, and I'm excited to have him here with me.
All right. Well, welcome, Minister Quincy Taylor. How you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for coming on to the WYLEANER show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, it's my pleasure. I just got a feeling right now, already in the air, that we just gonna have us a ball up here.
Just have some church. Just have some church.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna have some where the rubber meet the road in
Okay,
here.
let's do
That's
it.
what we're gonna have.
Okay.
All
right, let's do that.
You ready for that?
I'm absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna see you in a minute. All right, now I got over here on the other side of me, and if y'all are watching out there on WYLEANERTVShow.com, you are looking at a young man who has been with me for a couple of weeks now, and I have had a pleasure with him as well, and I'm so excited that he has taken part in the WYLEANER show, and he's just been happy to be here with us as well, and he's got plenty to say to us here on the WYLEANER show. And so this is Minister DeMarco Webb. Minister Webb, how you doing?
Hello, how is everybody doing today? I have a special guest with me today, someone who joined me on this spiritual journey about a couple years ago. I have my wife, Ashley Lewis Webb, here, and we're just happy to be here.
Uh-oh. He done brought his wife up in here, y'all.
I said, who would be more, qualified? She's young,
Okay, well, I told you to bring a partner, and that's what you did, huh?
Yeah,
you brought your partner.
His partner.
He
can just bring any partner.
He didn't just bring any partner, just somebody he picked up. He brought the number one partner.
Hey, that's what I got to do,
All right, so hello, Miss Ashley. How are you today?
Fine. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. And thank you so much for coming to be on the WYLEANER show. I appreciate your presence.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so are you excited about being on the WYLEANER show, or are you trying to be a little shy here? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to snap up out of that.
Man, get out of that shyness.
Are you excited about being on the WYLEANER show, Miss Ashley?
Yes, I am excited.
All right, wonderful. Okay, well, I tell you what, everybody, we've got topics that we're going to discuss today. Last week when we were on the WYLEANER show last week, we talked about attire. Did we not, y'all? Did we talk about attire? Is that what we covered last time? I'm just trying to, just kind of browse back through my notes here a little bit, and it looks like we talked about what's right and what's wrong about how to dress under the auspices of going to church and, that type of thing, and especially from a young person's point of view. Mm-hmm. We talked about, I think we kind of ended on the men. Didn't we end on the men, sort of, with the...
Yeah, we were going into the music.
Okay, we were getting ready to go into the music. Mm-hmm. Okay, but as far as attire, we did talk about the young men with the sagging pants, and we talked about the young ladies with the jewelry and the makeup and the short dresses and the cleavage and stuff like that. My sister, little Ashley, I tell you, you got your scarf today. What you doing with that scarf, girl?
Oh, I got a scarf on today.
She got a scarf on today.
Keeping my throat warm.
Oh, okay, that's for your throat. It's to cover up your throat.
Yeah.
Okay, just cover up your throat, girl. You do that. Okay. I have no problem with you covering up your throat. Okay, I tell you what, callers, we're going to be allowing you to call in today at 702-650-5588. That's 702-650-5588. But we're going to go take a break, and when we come back, the rubber is going to meet the road. We'll see you in a minute.
Hi, this is WYLEANER, the Las Vegas Queen of Gospel. First of all, I really do appreciate your listening and viewing my show every week. I would greatly appreciate your financial assistance as well to keep my show on the air. Please just make some type of contribution. $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 or more. Whatever you desire. Please log on to www.WYLEANERTVShow.com and click the pay button. Or please send your check or money order to WYLEANER, that's spelled WYLEANER, to 420 North Nellis Boulevard, Suite A3, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89110. Also, if you would like to be a guest on the show, please call 702-242-2100 or email me at WYLEANERTVShow@AOL.com. That's all for now, and thanks again for your continued support. Blessings to you too, and this is where the rubber meets the road.
Okay, all right, so listen, I want to go ahead and just get right into the discussion. So I have with me today, I have Miss Ashley Webb, Mrs. Ashley Webb, who is the wife of Minister DeMarco Webb, and I also have with me Minister Amy Rucker and Minister Quincy Taylor. And I'm just loving it. I'm just loving it. And today we are going to, starting off, you know, I just want everybody to know that I just love having the young people. I got to say that again and again and again. And I got to say that again and again, that I am just loving having the young folks. And I want y'all to just, I really want y'all to hang out with me a little longer, if you will. But look, we got a caller already before we even got our conversation going. So let's see what our caller wants, okay? How about that, y'all? Mm-hmm. Hello, caller. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just dandelions. How are you today, Miss WYLEANER?
WYLEANER. And
WYLEANER.
and you doing just dandelions?
Oh, yeah, beautiful bell peppers.
Okay, well, then. Okay, well.
Okay, I'm called. This is one of your favorite listeners. This is Rhonda.
Okay, Rhonda, how are you?
Hey, now one of the things we were going to talk about, was the technology with the children.
Yes, we are going to talk. Today we're going to do music, and I hope we get into technology, but we're definitely going to be talking about technology. If we don't hit it today, we're going to hit it next week if we don't hit it today. But technology is on the list.
And also, too, what I would like for you guys to talk about, too, is the corporate Christian churches. How these people are coming in and telling the pastors if they would just blah, 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 they'll give them a Learjet and they'll do this for them and they'll do that for them and they'll do all this stuff for them. And then they come in and they say, we'll show up once or twice a month and you just got to give us all the tidings.
My goodness.
I want to hear what people got to say about that. That, to me, that's going on. That's going on. I heard it twice this week already just from people like my neighbor just talked to me about it. I go, as soon as WYLEANER comes on, I'm going to tell her to have a show about that.
You know what? I love it. You know, now look here. Look here, Rhonda. You know that is WYLEANER show material.
Yes, it is.
You know that is WYLEANER show material, honey. Oh, yes, indeed. Now, it might not be right here with the young folks, but you better believe, baby, I'm going to keep that on my list of questions of corporation. Look, what is the church? Is it a corporation?
He didn't know the name of the church, but
No. I mean, what is the church? Period. Is it a corporation or what? You know, is it a business? You know,
that's my question.
I mean, what are we doing here? Is it a worship? Is it a place of worship, or is it just simply a business? Is it about numbers? You know, and how much money you can put in. Oh, now, come on now, Ronnie. You know you can't get me sidetracked right now.
Okay, I won't.
You got to leave me alone, girl. Let me go to these youngsters.
I'm going to go back to making my turkey pot pie and listen to the young folks.
Okay, okay, you do that. But look, I'm making a note to myself. I don't have my pen right here, and I don't know why I don't. But anyway, can't hand me that pen over there, Ashley. Listen, I'm gonna make myself a note, honey, that we're gonna talk about what is the church. Is it a corporation? Is it all about corporate? Or worship? How about that? Corporate or worship?
Okay.
Huh? You like that?
Yes.
Hey, I love it, honey. You know I'm going with it. I am going with it, baby. I just got to find somebody to come on here and talk to me about it. Okay. Thank you for that suggestion. I love it.
You gotta get one of those pastors that have one of those really large churches.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a mega church.
These are the ones that's involved in it. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know for a fact.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, well, Rhonda, the only part about that is they don't want to come on the WYLEANER show.
Well, I wonder why.
You wonder why? You wonder why? Honey, you know why.
And then also another good subject is beware of those pastors proclaiming to heal you.
Uh-oh.
I just heard something that will blow y'all mind, and y'all can touch on this if y'all will. They have the devil sign just before they go to put their hand up to touch you on your forehead. They give the devil sign, and then supposedly they do the talking in tongues, but the talk they're doing in tongues is talking to Satan.
Uh-oh.
Supposedly. So I don't know, but that's what I just heard.
Oh, wait. That sounds like rubber meet the road.
When they rewound and when they played it back slowly, it was worse. It was like doing something to Satan. Something to Satan. Too much.
Oh, my.
Too much for the baby that Jesus. Others can't understand.
No weapon. No weapon. That's all I hear. No weapon formed against us or you shall prosper. That's what the word says. No weapon.
Well, that was one of my guests, Rhonda.
Okay, I'm going to shut up and let y'all go on and make my turkey pot pie.
Okay, you go right ahead, girl, but you stay tuned to the WYLEANER show, okay?
I always will, okay?
All right,
okay.
Thank you so
Love
much.
You guys.
All right,
bye-bye.
Okay, y'all. Woo! See, she trying to cook up some stuff on the WYLEANER show, and I'm just down with it, too.
I started thinking about them clickers.
Yeah.
Them clickers that be having. You ever seen them walk by the aisle? They be click, 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 counting everybody in the church?
No.
You never seen that?
Is that what they do? They do that in the mega church, too?
They do that in church, in big churches.
What?
They got a clicker. They have people walk by in the hand.
And they're counting people.
Counting people in the church.
Really?
Yeah, they count how many people, how much money coming in. That's how they calculate money and people. And, yeah. It's a business.
So if they got 10 million people, they know at least they got $1 each. They got at least $1 from everybody, so that's $10 million, right?
Yeah, they got the clickers.
10,000 or whatever. Okay, well, woo, Lord have mercy. I tell you,
I seen that with my own eyes. Anybody tell me that?
Okay, so you saw that.
I've seen that.
I'm not even going to ask you to tell me what church it was.
Don't tell us.
We're going to leave that alone. We ain't going to put them on blast on the WYLEANER show. Sometime I do, but I'm not going to do it today. Okay, y'all, look here. I want to talk about music.
All right.
Let's do it.
I want to talk about music. I want to talk about, we got hip-hop gospel. We got R&B gospel. We got country gospel. We got contemporary gospel. We got traditional gospel. So, we got all these different types of what we call gospel music or church music in the church, right? Mm-hmm. So, I want to start out talking about hip-hop gospel. Because, that's more on the young folks side. Am I right, y'all?
That's right.
Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's some artists out there, that people, tend to gravitate to. And I'm going to name a few of them. And I don't know, y'all tell me if y'all know any of these names. KB? Anybody know who KB is?
I know, I've heard
These
KB.
are gospel rappers. Andy Mineo.
Yeah.
Andy Mineo.
116.
Okay, 116. Triple E.
116.
Triple E is 116. Yeah. Lecrae.
116.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gospel Gangsters.
That's California.
Y'all got that? Basshead. I got y'all on that one.
I heard that. Nah.
Yeah, that was a rubber meet the road one right there, wasn't it? Basshead. Y'all say that don't sound like somebody saying rapping some gospel, but that's a gospel rapper's name, okay? Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Y-O, Majesty. Okay? The cross movement. Y'all heard of that?
I've heard of the cross movement.
Okay, okay. So those are some of the gospel.
I heard of Canton Jones.
Okay, okay.
I heard of him. I heard of Canton Jones.
Okay, so listen. I found an article here. That said something like, God it's God versus. It's called God versus gospel rap. Does that sound like something that kind of triggers a little nerve there, y'all? God versus gospel rap. And somebody said, now this is a blog, that somebody wrote here, and somebody said it's a test that you can do on the music, whether or not it's if it's leaning more toward God or if it's leaning more toward the world, right? Okay, so they say flesh and world test. Okay, now they said the first step in finding out. Now this is just a blog, okay? This is not something I wrote. I'm just reading a blog, okay? Y'all know how blogs go. Y'all know all about blogs. You probably know more about blogs than I do, right? Okay. The first step in finding out if something is acceptable is to see if it exalts the flesh. First, let us analyze what regular rap artists do. Then we will discuss what gospel rappers do. Okay. Okay? All right. So we got a list of things here. Regular rap artists. Mediate on evil things to rap about. Meditate on evil things to rap about. Advocate for drugs. Dances and has other dance in obscene ways. Gangster-like hand gestures. Have body piercings. Have tattoos. And wear sagging pants and clothes. Okay? So then it says here are a few things they do, just to name a few. These are marks of self-glorification, flesh. And God declares that the church is called to be different in every fashion from the world. As it is written, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, which is Corinthians 6:17. If after the comparison between the regular rapper and the gospel rapper, the test is passed, you have passed the first step of having acceptable worship. Now, let's take a look at the gospel rapper and identify 7 signs he displays. Orchestrates lyrics about God. Speaks of being positive in some instances. Dances and has other dance in obscene ways. Gangster-like hand gestures.
They saying this is with the gospel
This the gospel rapper now, y'all. Y'all better follow me on this show right here. Some have body piercings displayed. Many have tattoos and sagging pants and clothes. So you know what? I'm going to end reading the blog. I'm on end reading the blog, okay? And what I'm going to do is talk to y'all now.
All right.
Okay?
Me too.
So I just gave you a little something to feed off of. You know
I was
what I
just
mean?
listening.
Okay? That's what I want you to do. Listen to what I just read there. So now it's time for us to talk about that.
Let's
you
talk
know,
about it.
I want to know, what should the music be like in the church? Is it okay? Rap music in the church?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, now I got somebody over here that said absolutely. So I'm gonna lean towards y'all for a minute and let y'all just give me a little bit of feedback. Minister Amy Rucker and Mr. Quincy, go ahead, and then we're gonna come over here on this side and we're gonna see what Minister Webb and Miss Ashley Webb has to say. Go right ahead and tell me about what you feel as far as how should the church accept gospel rappers?
I personally say yes, because it's just a broadened spectrum of who God is. He used different people, take them through different tests, and give them different paths in order to reach different people. So therefore, I might like rap. And if your message is leading me to Christ through rap, because that's what I listen to, then that might gain a soul. If you just want them to listen to Mahalia Jackson and
hold on.
I have to get her. But no, what I'm saying is, if they only want us to sing the hymn songs, that might not grasp my attention as a person that been in the world for a long time, and that's all I was accustomed to. So, like, I listen to Dietrich Haddon. He got some rap songs. I listen to Kenton Jones, and I listen to Lecrae. I'm gonna tell the world, and you wouldn't know that I was listening to church music. So I see people, they be like, oh, what you listen to? Oh, that's gospel church. Oh. And it kind of intrigues them. So it gives them an opportunity to be exposed to God still, but it'll grasp their attention. He has to get our attention some way. And if he's going to use all kind of avenues, he's God. He used a donkey. He'll use any kind of avenue to save a soul.
That's true.
Oh!
And
he said he used a donkey. Come on with it. I tell you, these young folks is something else.
I totally agree with the Christian rap music movement, for the simple fact that I grew up rapping at a young age. But I used to rap in the world.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I've been in the studios with cocaine and smoking weed and doing all those things and rapping about those same things that she said the world was glorifying.
Okay.
You know, but now God has transformed me and taught me how to use that gift for His glory. So now I'm a Christian rapper. Now I don't rap about the world unless I'm trying to depict what the world is trying to do to harm or trick the Christian community.
Okay.
You know, so at the same time, like she said, God will use anything He chooses. He's God. Who are we to put a standard or a limit on a God that we cannot even comprehend or understand?
Okay.
None of us understands God.
Okay. Well, tell me this, my brother Quincy over here. You a rapper, huh?
Absolutely.
You a gospel rapper, huh?
Absolutely.
Spit me a little lyric right quick.
On the spot?
Just a little something. Just a little something. I mean, if you're a professional, you can spit me a little something right quick. I don't want no whole song. Just a little something.
All
let
right.
me see what you're working with.
I'll give you 16.
Yeah, let me see what you're working with. Go for it.
For me to live my life, Jesus paid a price, so it's only right that my gladdest nights is with Christ. Sirloin season nights, so I eat it right. Me taking in, so I strip it crumb to the mice. My 3-year flight is the right, precise methods of keeping Jesus in plain sight like Wesley Snipes. When Satan throws a left, I counter with the right. I'm Ali dancing and power punching with the mic. At any price, I'm His living sacrifice of lighting up a little lighter to keep things lit with a light. I handwrite and handwrite playwrights for Christ's right to be a light amongst the people that's trapped in a dark life. This world tries to downsize the importance of His life, so let's king size and vocalize the truth of His life. Grab your Bibles tight and rightly divide it right. Purchase your plane tickets because this plane's taking flight.
All right.
All right now.
They told me no dead air on the radio, but I was speechless right there, y'all. I'm just sorry. Okay, I couldn't say that. Whoa, we got the rubber meet the road on the way. I said, if you don't know what I tell you, better ask somebody, honey. Y'all that's not watching the WYLEANER show, shame on you.
Yeah.
You're missing a treat. Okay, well, I tell you what, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, you know, hey, y'all, I'm versatile.
That's what it's
I'm
about.
versatile. Now, I'm not promoting, marketing, nothing. I'm not marketing for nobody because that's not what I do, but I'm just saying I'm versatile. Okay? All right. Well, that was you. You're pretty talented, young man. I heard something you said.
Yeah, I heard you, bars. I heard a few.
I heard something you said. I mean, you know, some of us older folks, older people, older people, you know, we might not pick up on everything you say because, you know, y'all be speaking a little too fast for some of us. But, you know, that's all right. We got a caller. Let me see what my caller got to say. Hello, caller. How are you?
Okay. Now that was very, very positive rapping, like most gospel rap songs are. So it's not the lyrics, okay? Because the lyrics are sending out a positive message, right?
Okay, right.
But
go for it.
The music, what type of message is the music
sending?
Okay. That's my question.
All right.
Okay?
We're going to get an answer to that.
For example, and I'm going to just put it out there, Kirk Franklin.
Okay.
Okay, when I listen to that music, I feel it's wrong.
What do you want to do?
Okay.
When you're listening to that music, what does it make you want to do?
I just want to, like if I'm at the club.
Wait, Rhonda. In case of those who's listening out there, this is Rhonda on the phone, okay? Because she didn't state her name because she called in earlier. So if anybody listening, Rhonda's on the phone from Las Vegas. Okay, but Rhonda, somebody in the audience here, one of my young folks said it make you want to stomp.
Right? It make you want to stomp. It make you want to twerk. It make you want to do all of that.
Okay.
Holler and all of that. And I'm not trying to be mean.
Okay.
We have that sixth sense that we're born and blessed with. Okay.
Yeah.
And we know when something is not of the Creator of love.
Okay. So you saying it make you want to shake your groove thing?
And even just looking in the facial expression in the eyes. Okay.
Okay. So you saying it don't make you wanna
worship.
feel holy or worship God.
Yeah.
It make you wanna feel like you in the club.
Right.
Okay, I got you,
And
Mom.
all of that is not even necessary. Okay. It's not even necessary because you can take, like, for an example, you can even take like it's what's coming from your soul is what's going to be in that music. See, and I know that I ain't going to go there, but I do know for a fact when I hear something, I know when it's of the Lord and when it's not of the Lord. Let's just put it like that.
Okay.
So it's not the lyrics. Like they said, Satan will give you a little bit of the good. But then there's something else that has nothing to do with the good.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? That's that subliminal message.
And you know what, Rhonda? I feel you on that, Rhonda. I agree with you on that. And I usually don't agree too much with people on my show because I try to stay as neutral as possible. But in other words, what I'm saying is I totally understand what you're saying because a lot of the music that I even hear today myself, if it's rap, hip hop type gospel, it don't make me feel like that, and it make you feel like you want to shake your posterior. Am I right?
Yes, it doesn't give me the goosebumps like if I'm listening to a great gospel song. You know, that song that makes you cry, that song that gives you the goosebumps, and you know that the Holy Ghost is present.
Right.
It doesn't do all that.
Right, exactly. Go ahead. What'd you say, Mr. Webb?
I was saying one thing, we got to use the spirit of discernment when it comes down to this music, because you can listen to it and see if it's right or wrong, by the lyrics, and even sometimes by the beat, you know what I mean? If it's a spooky beat, you know what I'm saying? That's not too much of the Lord because the Lord ain't, you know what I'm saying? Some songs, you know what I'm saying? But if the lyrics is positive and talking about Jesus Christ, we got to have an open ear for it because we are all made different.
Okay. So Rhonda, you got them pies? What's going on in the kitchen?
Yes, ma'am.
She's making pot pies.
Okay. All right, Rhonda. Thanks for calling in, okay?
All right. Love you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Love you too. Okay.
Bye.
All right. Okay. So, listen. Okay. I want to go over here on this side here and talk to Minister Webb and Ashley Webb about the same thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Music in the church. What should the music be like? Is this hip hop rap okay for the church or not?
Well, I agree with my brother over here. I used to be a rapper too, and I did the worldly rapping and everything. And when I came into church, the Holy Spirit actually convicted me on that. Because when I first came along, I was still kind of rapping with the world, and the Holy Spirit actually blessed me with some discernment and everything, and I stopped, rapping like that, and I started to rap for Jesus Christ. I started using my talent that He blessed me with to glorify God. And I believe that's what He wants us to do. Any talent we have that He blesses with, you know what I'm saying, He wants us to use it to glorify Him. And rapping was one, you know, and that's what I did. So I did the gospel rap and everything, and I still do. I haven't did it in a while, but I have CDs and stuff like that, you know. So, in the church, like in the church in particularly, like doing the service, I don't feel that you should do it there. But like as an event or outside of church, you know what I'm saying, I think is more acceptable.
Yeah. Okay. So now what I just got from you, Minister Webb, is that what you're saying is that the gospel rap is okay if it has a message in the lyrics and the music is not so off the wall or leery sounding, but yet in the auspices of the church during the worship hour, you're saying no, it is not acceptable during the worship hour.
No.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Miss Ashley? Are you on the same page with? Well, you know, I'm not gonna say are you on the same page because I know y'all on the same page, y'all husband and wife. But you know, you can have a difference of opinion too, being married. So I'd like for you to please give your honest opinion as to how you feel it should be.
Well, I feel that it should be. I'm sorry.
I
feel that, like he said, is acceptable as long as it's glorifying Christ. I feel that any type of Christian rap, as in the article you were reading or the blog you was reading earlier, sometimes they do identify with the world. They wear their chains.
Yes.
They sag their pants. And so then it's like, yes, it could minister to someone, but it's still giving them that, it's still giving that appearance that you can still be like this. Don't change. You can be like this. In reality, Christ wants us to, He wants us to grow in Him, you know. And I feel like with the Christian rappers, they should be 100% glorifying Christ. It shouldn't be half-stepping. Just like he says, you can't, love me and, you can't serve two masters. So
you're saying they straddle the fence?
Yeah, I feel, well, not all of them. There are some Christian rappers. I mean, I don't know about him, but I know my husband with his Christian rap, and your lyrics just sounded, they sounded good. But with his rap, it's all the way glorifying. The beats are not all everywhere. It's not identifying with the world. And that's where, like, what's her name, Rhonda, that just called in, like she was saying, a lot of people, they get the music and they try to make it appeasing to the world.
Yes.
They're not trying to,
make it appeasing to the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where it's like a thin line right there, because it's like, well, are we trying to attract the Christian youth? Or are we trying to attract the world youth and tell them that what they're doing is still cool, but just listen to a little bit of this, and you can still go listen to this rapper, that rapper, and it's okay.
Okay, well, what about making money?
Can I get a different
wait. What about making money? I mean, don't you feel like, or do you feel like that they're sounding, looking that way because they want to sell more CDs?
Well, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Hold
your thought.
My thing is this: when it comes to like tattoos and things like that, if a person had tattoos before they got saved, they're not necessarily going to erase those tattoos.
I didn't think you could.
Right. So they're going to have those tattoos forever, and those tattoos doesn't determine their salvation, because salvation comes from relationship. If you have a relationship with God, when the Holy Spirit convicts you, you're going to know right from wrong. But when it comes to like the whole music thing and the whole rappers and things like that, I don't really see an issue. I'm gonna disagree with my brother. I don't see an issue with the rapper during worship service, because I have personal artists who actually and friends who actually do it. And the way the church runs it is actually they've incorporated his rap with the worship song. Okay, so tell me this: what type of a denomination is that? That's what we talk about on the WYLEANER show. It's a non-denomination, and we can get in denominations. I can tell you. That's what the WYLEANER show is about, really. Yeah, because we talk about different denominations and what they teach and what they believe here. Right. Okay. And so what denomination is that? It's a non-denominational. Non-denominational. Yeah, okay. Absolutely. But every non-denominational church, every non-denominational church still has a foundation of which they built that non-denominational church upon, and it usually stems from another denomination, even though they call themselves
themselves, quote unquote, non-denominational.
Right.
It's usually something like apostolic or something like Pentecostal or something like Baptist or something like Methodist, so, non-denominational to the WYLEANER show really almost next to means nothing, seriously, because as I investigate and I talk to these different people that are under that title, they still have something in their worship service that leans toward a denomination.
Right.
So in this particular type of denomination that you're referring to that allows the rap in the worship service during the worship hour, what denomination would you feel that they lean more toward?
I would say Pentecostal.
Pentecostal, okay. Which
it's see, when it comes to, there's a lot of, I've been praying for the last couple of months, and I really haven't been outside the home or anything like that. I've just been before God.
Okay.
And what he's been showing me about the music movement and things like that is that he's creating a national sound. He's creating a new sound that's going to incorporate a lot of new sounds from different nations to bring this new sound about. But when it comes to like the artists and different rappers and things like that, what we don't understand is that God's kingdom has to be established here. The only way he can establish his kingdom is by using vessels, which was us.
Okay, but I got to talk to y'all here now, because this is where the rubber meets the road.
You got Molly Music, who's crossed over.
But wait a minute. Hold on. Listen, one of the things here on the WYLEANER show is I like to try to make things clear with folks, okay? Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I feel where music is concerned, and I feel like a lot of people do, and I'm the voice for the rest of the world when it comes to, where the rubber meets the road. Mm-hmm. Now, where the rubber meets the road, and it's like my friend here that called in, I don't know her personally, so don't get me wrong, y'all. I call her my friend because she supports the WYLEANER show. Okay, but, Rhonda called in and she said something that triggered my nerve. So I really want y'all to elaborate on this a little bit more for me. I want you to talk to me about how this music makes you feel, because I have been to some events. Okay, and y'all know I'm not just here on the WYLEANER show. I'm the Las Vegas Queen of Gospel, which means I travel around and I mingle and I fellowship with a lot of different people of a lot of different beliefs, okay, and teachers. And I've been in some atmospheres with some people where that the music. And I looked around in the audience, and I saw people doing little moves, getting their groove on, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't so much like, the holiness type feel that you normally get when you go to church. And this was doing, quote unquote, a worship hour, okay? So I personally need y'all to help us older folks. I said older, okay, folks, to understand from your perspective, and I want somebody else to talk to me. I'm going to go here to Minister Rucker here for a minute. I want you to help us older people to understand, why is it that you feel that this type of music, the beat, because you really don't rap without a beat. The average rap is got a beat. I mean, it's got a beat. And the beat, and they even sell beats. Am I right, y'all? In the music business, they sell beats, okay? So you buy some beats, and then you take those beats, and some of those beats were beats that could have been from a worldly song. So you take those... excuse me?
I think that's wrong.
Okay, wait a minute. It might be wrong in your thought process, but those beats, what I'm saying is not wrong. Okay, I know what I'm speaking. The beats, yes, you can buy the beats. You buy the beats. I know because I have music publishing, so I know what I'm talking about here. I don't speak things that I don't know.
No, I'm saying I think that's wrong for people as gospel rappers
to buy. Right. Okay, I got you. So what you do is you buy those beats, right? And you may not necessarily be trying to buy a beat from a worldly, of a worldly song, but yet the beat sounds worldly. So then you take those lyrics, like the lady said, and those are religious lyrics, and you put them on top of that beat that's a worldly beat.
Doesn't change.
And when it comes across to the people in the world, they enjoy the sound because it has the same beat. Okay, it turns them on. It make them want to get their groove on. It make them feel like they want to go buy them CDs. You know, the whole 9 yards. So, Amy Rucker, I want you to talk to me and explain to us, help us to understand, how is this right? You know, how is it right?
First, I want to just say something about music. Okay. One thing we have to understand with the adversary, he was a cherubim.
Yes.
And meaning he was a part of the heavenly choir. He was in the second order of angels.
Music, that's right.
And one thing about music, it pierces to the soul.
Go for it.
So the adversary knows how to twist you with the music. Just like you said, if I hear the beat, now I'm into the beat.
Yes.
But I haven't listened yet to the words.
No.
And you don't know what I'm speaking into your mind because you're not paying attention to the words. You're just listening to the beat.
Yes.
So with what she said, I concur with the older folks, should I say, because I really believe that I don't care if I can go back to just having a tambourine and clapping hands because a lot of people nowadays don't even know how to worship because all they want to come to church is for the beat.
Yeah. Right. Come on now. You talk to me on the WYLEANER show. You talk on the WYLEANER show, Amy Rucker. Let the rubber meet the road in here, girl. Go ahead.
So, but they don't even understand what the adversary is doing because the devil goes to church too. That's what we got to understand. You're sitting in the church.
You better say that.
Okay. It's getting a little loud in here, y'all.
Hip-hop music in the church because there you go once again, like you just said. It's the beat. And if the beat is something where they think they can shake their booty because they feel like, I'm just saying.
It's not always the beat. It's not always the beat.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes it's the person.
Okay, well, wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. We got a caller. Y'all know, on the WYLEANER show, we got to stop when we got a caller because I like for the callers to get in. Hello, caller. How are you?
Hello, Sister WYLEANER. This is Dr. Watson.
Dr. Watson. Dr. Watkins?
This is Pastor Watkins. How you doing?
Oh, Pastor Watkins. Okay.
How you doing, AJ? How you doing, AJ?
Blast like that. Okay. Hello, Pastor Watkins. Hello, Pastor Watkins. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
Wonderful. I want you to, first of all, thank you very much for tuning in and listening to the WYLEANER show. Are you listening or watching?
Both.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so you hear the topic of conversation right now. Are you calling to give us a little bit of your feedback on what we're discussing on the music?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so go for it. You got the floor.
In actuality, what we have is a bunch of religiosity that is blocking our young people. If you are gifted, which most of us are, you're gifted to the point to where you are able to utilize whatever gift God has given you.
Amen.
The problem is what the young lady said earlier, is that what happens is that you oftentimes find the beat so secular that it confuses the saints.
Uh-oh.
So when you have it confusing the saints because the saints want to drop it like it's hot and let it down like it's warm instead of listening to what the lyrics are that the lyricist is speaking. Now, as you already know, Sister WYLEANER, I am an organist. Been at the organ for 40 years. There's nothing on the organ that I cannot play. There's not a secular song or a gospel song that I cannot play. Okay?
Yes.
So when you have people in religion and in denominations, nowhere in the Bible is there any denomination. I don't see Pentecostals. I'm a Church of God in Christ and Baptist, as you already know. So, yes, they do come from this. It depends, and it's predicated on the leadership. If the leadership does not prepare the congregation for a lyricist, that is the leadership's fault. It is the leadership's responsibility to ensure that when they introduce or allow that young man or young woman to spit lyrics, as they so eloquently put it, to the congregation, that they need to prepare the congregation's mind, because a lot of the singers, us older folks, as you say, WYLEANER, we're not going to accept it too well because we are used to the traditional choir. Me personally, as you well know, I like alto, tenor, and soprano because I'm a choir man. But I do allow young men and young women to speak because I want to know what it is that they're speaking, and as long as it's lifting up God.
Amen.
The beat they have to have their own beat. They should have their own beat. I do agree with Pastor Webb over there, Minister Webb, that they shouldn't buy secular beats to put a godly message to. They should, if you are that creative to sit there and write poetry, that's all rapping is poetry. If you're that creative to write poetry, you ought to be creative enough to find a gospel musician to work with you so that that music can have a complete message altogether.
A solid message, something that's going to be received by everybody, maybe?
Absolutely. Because the leadership has
older and younger.
If you come to Genesis and you are a rapper and you contact me, I will do a pre-run on the congregation and let them know, okay, we're not traditional today. We're going a different way. If leadership don't ever prepare them, a reason that a lot of our young people are not accepted in church is because leadership failed to allow them to exercise their gift and give them that platform by not preparing the crowd for what is about to happen. That is leadership fault. It has nothing to do with that lyricist. The lyricist is trying to bring their gift. And if you don't allow them to exercise their gift, you are going to lose them to the world.
Well, Minister Watkins, I want to say thank you so much for calling into the WYLEANER Show and helping make the rubber meet the road on here today. I tell you what, it's you said a mouthful. You said a mouthful. I appreciate you calling in. And does anybody have anything you want to elaborate to Minister Watkins before we let him go?
Yeah. One thing that about the music, about putting the lyrics to the worldly beats, most of it is because the mind still understands and translates the world. So if I take like Candy and I try to change it into a Christian song, it may not work because the old person, when they heard Candy back in the day, it meant something else. So when they hear it today, their mind's still going to translate what they heard back then. So I totally agree.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Minister Watkins, for tuning in to the WYLEANER Show. We're going to let you go right now. We're starting to run out of time. We're getting close to the end here. Okay. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. Listen, y'all. Listen. Let me tell y'all. This music topic is a strong topic, okay? It really is a strong topic because, does everybody in this room know what crossover is? Okay, you know what crossover is, right? Okay, crossover is a music that basically crosses over into another genre. Okay, it may supposed to be gospel, but it's a crossover to country because it sounds like country, but it has gospel lyrics. Okay, religious lyrics. Crossover into we gonna be taking a break in just a minute here, and y'all, boy, I tell you, my guy over there telling me it's time to get ready for a break. We'll be right back, y'all. We'll be back in a minute.
Hi, this is WYLEANER, the Las Vegas Queen of Gospel. First of all, I really do appreciate your listening and viewing my show every week. I would greatly appreciate your financial assistance as well to keep my show on the air. Please just make some type of contribution. $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 or more. Whatever you desire. Please log on to www.WYLEANERTVshow.com and click the pay button. Or please send your check or money order to WYLEANER, that's spelled WYLEANER, to 420 North Nellis Boulevard, Suite A3, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89110. Also, if you would like to be a guest on the show, please call 702-242-2100 or email me at WYLEANERTVshow@AOL.com. That's all for now, and thanks again for your continued support. Blessings to you too, and this is where the rubber meets the road.
Minister Webb, do you feel like the music should make me want to get my groove on?
No, ma'am.
I mean, it's got the gospel lyrics and everything like that. It's giving me a verbal message, but do you feel like it should make me want to do the hoochie coo?
No, ma'am.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. See, y'all don't know nothing about that.
I was like, what?
Y'all don't know nothing about that. You don't know what the hoochie coo is. Go ahead, Minister Webb.
I was going to say, I feel like the music should be like, I'm looking at a scripture right here, Philippians 4:8.
Go ahead, quickly.
And it's telling us that we should basically
okay.
We should basically keep our minds on things that are praiseworthy, and things that are good and of love and everything like that, And I honestly feel like the music should be based around that, you know what I'm saying? If it's not of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't be on there. Beats and everything.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Young folks, I just love y'all. I just love y'all.
We love you too.
I love y'all. All of y'all. Y'all help make the WYLEANER show so exciting, okay? We're going to come back next week. And when we come back next week, I still had a few more questions for y'all on music. Mm-hmm. So, if y'all don't mind, can we talk a little bit more about music again next week? And then we're going to roll into technology. Is that okay with y'all? Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes, but we definitely need to talk about technology because technology has taken over the world. Miss Ashley, you want to say something real quick? Quick.
Want to say one more thing about
yes,
music.
Real quick.
I just feel that if any type of music, if it leads you to get involved in anything that's not of Christ, whether it's dancing or anything, then you should leave it alone.
Huh. All right. Now, you heard that, y'all. That came from a young person. She said, that's all I'm trying to do is get the young folks' point of view across to y'all out there that's listening and tuning in on the WYLEANER show. I want y'all to know every week I tell you what to do. I tell you to study for yourself. There's so many different teachings and beliefs out here and so many different directions that you can go in, but you do need to study for yourself. You owe it to you to study for yourself. You can't take the person's word that's up there in the front for everything that you got to do. Get in your word, do what you got to do, but study for yourself. Y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back next week, and I'm going to bring these young folks back again with me again next week. I'm WYLEANER, the Las Vegas Queen of Gospel, and we'll see you next week.